Hello, dear students. Moving on with our topic of measurement. We have already covered length and weight. Today, we will measure capacity. Now, you may wonder, what is capacity and how is it measured? Children, capacity is the amount that a container, like a bottle or a glass or a bucket, can hold. A juice bottle or a can of oil or a glass of milk are examples of things that demonstrate capacity. We actually check the capacity of these containers because liquids are poured in containers, and we generally check the capacity of the container. Now, how it is measured? It is measured in liters or milliliters. We write them in short as L or ml. Just like we have seen solid things like apples or guavas or sugar are measured in kilograms or grams. In the same way, liquids or the capacity of things are measured in liters and milliliters. Now, 1 liter, the liter is a bigger measure. So 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliters. So obviously 1000 milliliters go to make 1 liter. So milliliter is the smaller measure. Now you may have wondered that things like apples and sugar can be weighed in a weighing balance. But suppose I want to measure how much water I have in a bottle or how much juice is there in a can. How do we go about measuring it? We cannot pour the liquid. Now, water and juice and oil are all liquids. As we have studied, they have no shape. They flow away. So if we pour the liquid in the weighing balance, it may flow away. It may not be steady. So obviously, we cannot measure them in kilograms and grams. We generally pour liquid into containers. Like suppose, take a bucket. The bucket may hold 15 liters of water, whereas a bottle, a normal mineral water bottle that we use, may have 1 liter or 1.5 liters of water. Whereas a normal glass of water will be about 150 milliliters. What we are telling or what we are showing here is the capacity of the bucket or the bottle or the glass. That means how much liquid can be filled in the bucket or in the bottle or in the glass. So 15 liters, the bucket that contains 15 liters has more capacity, and the glass which only takes in 150 milliliters has less capacity. That means the glass can hold only 150 milliliters of water and the bucket can hold 15 liters of water. Now, bigger than a bucket, if you take a tank in the house or a well, the capacity of the well or the tank will be more than the bucket. So you understand capacity is how much liquid it can hold. The container can hold. That is why generally for liquids we use the capacity of the container as a measure, and we measure it in liters and milliliters. Now here we have various liquids that we see day in and day out in our daily life. Oil, juice, cold drinks, water, Pepsi, then milk, and sometimes even medicines. So all these are measured in liters or milliliters, like that big can of cooking oil, maybe 4 liters or 5 liters, whereas that small blue colored bottle of coconut oil may be 200 milliliters. Your juice bottle may be 300 milliliters. The can of juice again may be 200 milliliters. The glass of juice, and then the water bottle will be 1 liter or sometimes 2 liters. The Pepsi bottle may be 2 liters. Then the carton of milk is 1 liter. The glass of milk may be 100 milliliters. And did you notice the spoonful, that little spoonful or that little cup which we get with medicines, maybe 3 milliliters or 5 milliliters. So here the milliliter, as you have guessed, is the smaller measure, and the liter is the bigger measure. Here you can see the most obvious person that we see every day. Yes, our doodh. Now, did you notice how he is measuring the milk? What is he using for measuring the milk? Yes, it has got a special cup-like a thing with a handle. Now this is called a measuring can. Here you have measuring cans of different capacity. From 1 liter, that is 1000 milliliter. Remember, 1 liter is 1000 milliliter. You have half a liter, that is 500 milliliter. Then you have 200 milliliter or 100 milliliter. So these are different capacities of the measuring cans. Then you have the bigger measuring jar with which you measure kerosene or petrol. This is generally of 5 liters or 10 liters or 20 liters. It is cone-shaped measuring jar. And then what we use in our houses for cooking. The measuring cup, when we need to measure ghee or milk for some cooking, recipes, we generally use the measuring cup. Did you notice the lines with the measurement given on the cup? Generally, when we bake a cake or something, we generally use this measuring cup to put the exact amount of things like milk or ghee or butter, whatever, to our food or whatever we are making. So these are different things which are used for measuring liquids. Now look at that small medicine cup. Generally you have seen in medicine bottles, when we buy those medicines for cough or something, we get a small measuring cup on top of it, and it will give you the measure of how much medicine you can take. It would be written there very clearly. For children, it will be 2 ml, and for adults, it will be 5 ml or 10 ml. Ml means milliliter. So these are the general tools or things that we use for measuring liquids. And remember what I told you. 1 liter is 1000 milliliter. Now, in today's exercise, you will be given various things and you have to check out the capacity of those things. Everyday things that we find around our house, you will be given a list of those things and you have to find out the capacity of those things. It will be written on the thing. Suppose you're taking a juice bottle or a small medicine bottle or an oil can. It will be written there how many milliliters or how many liters. So that's your activity for today, to check the capacity of the things or the containers that you have in the house.